Good evening, welcome back, it's Matt Rogers. Now, it's the 3rd of the 10th, 2017, and we've had hundreds of images being sent in, and I'm going to show you many photographs of still showing the proof that there is something going on. There is far too much activity up in our skies. And again, we all want to know the truth, don't we? So, also as well, there's a lot of false media that's been spread across the world right now to this day, as the powers that be are trying to dumb people down for them to stop looking up at the skies. That media machine that they use all the time, they've been getting away with it for far too long now, haven't they? It is really important to expose the shadow government now for this all the time. So again, please enjoy this video and I'll play this now. Here's the first image from Deborah from the USA. Now, we catch these images that come through. These are very, very clear shots as well that are very up to date of the skies. Look at the chemtrail activity. Look at all that ash. We are seeing ash in the sky. I said this on other videos, these past videos, and it has to be to come out to the public. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to try and address the problem, so the general public from all across the world that pays their taxpayers' money, and also the government are taking this to use it for a lot of things, spraying our skies, building underground cities, and also pumping the news media. So we are all being controlled by those huge lies. Every single day they are coming out with different techniques to try and fool the public to not looking up. But many other now people are now starting to notice the changes. Our solar sun has changed. It's become white looking, and also the skies above are too dark. Now, this lady subscriber states as well in her email that through the day it is very, very, very dim, and it's worrying. Many people are starting to look up and they are worried about this. I'm having up to 2,500 emails stating that there is a problem. This is the next photograph again from Deborah. You can see again that ash. Can you see the ash? There's thousands of feet high here on the screen. Look at this area as well. Very, very strange. Now, I have said this on another video. I do have some footage from the sun from the 1980s, and I will produce this on a video shortly. And I also will build a documentary because I find it very important to get this truth out. It's going to take some time, so I'm going to take my time at the documentary video. And I'm not here to put the fear of God up anybody. I'm just here to produce the images to show the truth, because we've got to wake up to this. This is very important because we live on Earth and it's being destroyed, isn't it? Look at this image. I'm going to go to the next image. This photograph as well from the same kind lady sent in. She states as well, for 3 p.m. look on the land. Look at this reflection as well on this object. I mean, you could see, can't you, this white reflection, not the yellow reflection we see from the past. It is just completely being caked in chemtrails because they don't want us to see what's coming, and what's coming is coming. So I'm going to go to the next image now. Now, these images are coming in from Michael Carpenter from the USA in Tennessee. Now, he states as well that the skies are very blue through the day. These images have just come in, and you can see as well this strange formation of chemtrails. It was like a blanket that just moved very strangely across the sky. And I'll now show you the next photograph, what this kind subscriber sent in. Very, very strange. Here is the next image, and we've seen these on other photographs. Now, When we do watch the news media channels, okay, and we watch the weather reports that we've trusted for so many years now, many people have trusted the weather channels, and now we're seeing this activity much stronger in our skies. They still don't say anything, do they? They don't want to expose this at all, because they know that the mass of people around the world will start waking up to the truth, to notice there's something wrong in the skies. As this kind subscriber stated, this blanket of chems, you don't see any clouds here on the screen, just move very strangely across the sky as they use HARP also to try and control the jet stream. But I believe they're not doing a very good job, really, because I look at the charts and it's still very different. From many years ago, the jet stream was a constant flow. Look again, those strange chemtrails. Shadows in the sky. Another fantastic image, thank you as well for this. This next image is coming in from this kind subscriber from Germany. Now, he states every day this is what they're doing. Look at the sky, look at the photo, look at the image now. This is what he's seeing in Germany in his skies. This white object, and also all this chemtrailing. Everything you see on the screen there is just poisonous, hiding what's coming. Just another outstanding photograph, thank you. Here you can see another image, again from Germany. Look at all that trash in the sky. Look what they're doing. This is a huge agenda, Agenda 21. This isn't stopping, is it? It really isn't stopping. As we've seen on many videos and other photographs that are coming in, they're doing this every single day. Just absolutely outstanding how they're just thinking they're getting away with this. Dark skies, chemtrails, dust coming in from above our atmosphere. And we will see Wormwood. We are gonna all see it in our lifetime. Also on this photograph as well from Germany, you can see blatantly that this is not a natural cloud formation you see in the skies. This is a huge cloud of chemtrails, as HARP is gathering the cloud formations and spreading it wide across the sky. It is to hide a huge shadow. Can you see how dark this area is as well? Just behind all this trash. Look down here, you can see the bluer part of the sky. Dark skies. There is a huge shadow. They're hiding an object up there. As again, I just find it and feel that it is very important to show these images. Now again, they are coming through right now. Now also, can you see this strange chemtrail? Okay, look to the left. Can you see this shadow? Very strange, isn't it? And this red haze on the horizon. We're seeing this object again in our skies, and it is very dark on this photograph. Look at this. Just another image showing how dark this huge shadow that's coming in. This image as well just shows you clearly that there is far too much activity up there in the skies, and it also makes you wonder. Again, I speak about this, about the news media and also those weather channels that don't say anything, and they do use people on these news media channels just to try and dumb down the public. We have a few of these in the UK as well. Let me show you this image now. Okay, we've got this chap here on the screen, Mr. Piers Morgan. Now this guy works for the TV media channels here in the UK, ITV. Now, I've noticed something about this guy. Now, in the past, he got himself into a bit of bother, didn't he? But now the governments are using him to try and disinform information that comes out that's true. I've noticed when he does interview people, he talks them down. He's pretty good at this now, isn't he? As people just try and speak out the truth, this individual just tries to manipulate the truth, twist it, so the public are still unaware of what's going on. Now, it is very interesting to see this guy as what he does, because I've had reports and emails as well from this, about this chap, as he does indeed, when people do try and speak the truth on the TV and try and explain what's going on. He just dampens everything down and just doesn't want anybody to acknowledge the true situation that's occurring around the world. Now, again, I've spoke to news media in the past, and I've asked to speak to people as well about chemtrailing and also the change of colour of the sun, the dark skies, but still no one is saying anything. They say everything's fine, chemtrails are just contrails or clouds. I've even emailed photographs explaining what we're seeing in the skies, and still they say nothing. So again, it is very interesting to catch these characters at work when they just lie and twist the truth. Now, as you see on this screen here, these are types of chemicals that are in these chemtrails that are being sprayed 24/7 in our skies, and they are very harmful to us, causing cancer as well. Now, I believe also that most of these chem pilots that have family members don't realise what they're doing. They just get told to do the job and to shut up. Now, that's quite bad, isn't it? Because again, the shadow government are hard at work spraying our skies. Now, I spoke in depth over the telephone with a kind man called Stephen from the Midlands here in the UK, and we will do a video shortly in the coming months about this, because it does need to come out, doesn't it? As it just isn't stopping, is it? It's carrying on to this day. And also, with the whole situation at hand, nothing is being addressed to the members of public. Many are, I believe, are looking up to the skies and thinking, what is going on? But no one is speaking out. Now, again, we will do another documentary soon about this. But we have to still continue to show the images that many people are sending in. And these fantastic people are working so hard as well to try and catch and get the truth out. I mean, it is now October of 2017. And something has got to be said now. We've got to get this public, get this out. So again, it is very important, isn't it? I mean, look at this next image as well. This is chemtrail web that's landed on the telephone lines, electric pylons, lines, other images coming in as they spray the skies. Look at the background, you can see that haze. And also, I mean, this is landing on everything. This is landing on the trees, the tops of the trees. That's why they're dying. Very poisonous. And it's very harmful to all of us as well. This is another image as well of like chemtrails. This is like chemweb that lands on the buildings and also on trees, the grass. I mean, everywhere. It's just landing all over the place. In corners of buildings and things where the air is moving it into corners. I mean, it is just being spread everywhere. As you can see here, it is just poison that is just landing all across the world. The whole planet is being sprayed. Everywhere is being sprayed. Now, I am having emails coming in as well, reports that they can see the blue skies and everything's fine. But when I go to the webcams of the areas of many of the people that say this, their skies are being sprayed. I can see chemtrails, I can see lines in the skies. Now, I've spoken to members of the public as well to look up to the skies when they are chemtrailing, but they still insist that they can't see anything. Nothing to see. So, I mean, it is happening, isn't it? Really is happening, and we need to try and wake people up to this huge event, because it is a form of depopulation. Because in those chemtrails, as you saw on the illustration photo, there is a lot of dangerous chemicals and they will harm us. They're harming us to this day. And still it amazes me how no one wants to say anything about it. It is a very slow process of harming humanity. Here is another image, photograph of this chemtrail. Okay, this falls from our skies and it is landing on many things, and also our pets as well. They walk about in the area of the when you take your pets out for walks, and they breathe this in too, and also picking this up. And also I'm having other emails saying their dogs and their pets are being affected. It's making everybody ill, and it just is amazing. I mean, sometimes I'm shocked that they still do this. So it is important that when you do watch the news media weather channels and they say that everything is fine, not to worry about anything. We're going to have a nice shiny day, maybe a few patches of bad weather, some rain here, some rain there. Please don't believe the media lies, because again, it is, and it has been for a very long time, chemtrails spraying on everything. Okay, we've got this image that's just recently come in now from TJ Brevege from Bloomington in an area in Indiana in USA. And look again, no natural clouds. These have just come in and you can see those lines being produced by HAARP. And also, again, other chemtrail formations. This image was taken around about 1:30 in the afternoon. And this subscriber stating as well that this these fibres are landing on the ground. She can see these. And also, people are now testing it, and it's coming back, the chemicals that we saw on that information. Because we just got to carry on, because they're carrying on, aren't they? They are spraying the skies, so we carry on to expose this. Another image from the USA by this kind subscriber. Look at these strange formations. They're hiding objects up there, these heavenly bodies. They're up there, and also now we see the shadows. We've got other bodies up there as well. There is millions of miles of trash that's coming through. We're going to see a huge event in our lifetime. It is now happening. The chaos is begun. They will carry on doing this to try and cool our atmosphere down, because we have two suns in our sky. They are also using cloaking technology to hide in this truth. Okay, what we got on the screen here is an original blueprint of the diagram of the Sun simulator. The patent 3239660 and the 3325238. Now, these diagrams are very real, and NASA has been building this technology for many years in the past, as this now is being used above our Earth's atmosphere, run by satellites. These are huge objects that have been put together to hide the truth. They don't want you to see that the sun is hugely affected right now, as those objects now are coming back after their 3,600 year orbit. Now again, they spread out this situation where you can see this halo. They're widening the halo as well. We're seeing it a lot more wider through the years. This year it is and has got much wider. We see a different colour with our sun. We see dimness on the ground. Now, as again, using this simulator is just to cloak and cover the evidence to stop us from seeing the truth. That's all they're doing it for, to buy time for themselves as they are building and also preparing. Right under our noses they're doing this all the time. And again, the news media are being programmed by the powers that be to try and dumb us down as well. They're using all sorts of different techniques to try and cover up everything before this huge event. You can also see on this diagram. Now this is what they use to the left hand side. They've built these, okay? And now these are in front of our Sol, the area that we see, the Sol, the Sun. Now to the right hand side, you can see it, that it's hard at work. That it's been taken of an image through infrared. You can just see basically that the whole situation is being controlled, and also to stop us from seeing our dying sun. There is a huge object that's in front of it, and when you do try and look at the Sol, the Sun, you can just see now that the colour has changed completely. And it is a situation where we've got to get this huge event, this problem that's occurring right now. This information does need to come out. I'm going to show you some other subscribers' images because it is so blatantly obvious what they're doing now. Okay, we've got some images that's come in from Michael Carpenter from Australia. Now, I want to show you this as well. It's very interesting. These here that you see on the screen are not normal, okay? Very strange formations of chemtrails, toxic waste. Look at this as well. None of it is natural. I'm going to show you the next image as well. Now, look at this. This is a real photograph of a very strange formation of a chemtrail. It sort of breaks up and then divides into all this haze. Look at this. It breaks up. They're using chemicals, okay, to spray the sky. But HAARP, again, is controlling, and also, I believe, using these antennas on high power, breaking away chemtrails. Now, I've had this information brought in by another source from the USA who studies the skies 24/7, noticing there is something wrong, and also says, without a shadow of a doubt, they are using that simulator. NASA is using that object to cover the area of the Sol. We see the huge yellow reflection on the horizon behind this white object. It's so blatantly obvious now. This photograph is from Axe Grinder from the USA. Now, when we see early vintage videos, okay, of the Sol and also the nice sky that you see from the past, now this image is very up to date. Can you see how they use the simulator? Look at this white object again that's being used in front of the Sol, the Sun. Not the original natural colour, is it? Look around as well, how dim and dark it is. Look also on the trees, the shadows. It is far too dark on this photograph in the USA. Just another piece of the jigsaw puzzle that we have to connect the dots to providing the truth. If you can just see on this building roof, the reflection is completely wrong. Thank you for this photograph as well. Here is another strange image from the subscriber. You can see this strange formation, can't you, of this chemtrail and all this pollution again being sprayed. Nothing is natural about this sky. Right to this day now, we're seeing still very strange skies. Here is the image that's zoomed out. You can see this, can't you? This strange formation again, and all this that's being sprayed every single day. Now also, Axe Grinder sent these images in as well. Now, I said this on another video, didn't I? Now, when we take photographs of this simulator, okay, in the skies, with all this of chemtrails as well. Now, we used to get a lens flare that was red. Look at this as well. Now, this is coming from another photographer, proving that no one is using camera trickery to try and deceive people. These are genuine photographs, okay? Now, there is that blue lens flare again, proving that they were seeing another light source, not the yellow Sol that we saw before. This again, the simulator. Look again, all these chemtrails, dark shadows in the skies, and everywhere is being hammered by this. There's another reflection here as well. So we're just going to continue to show the truth. It's so important now, because I am still shocked to this day when I put on the TV news media channels and I listen to the reporters, they are not saying anything whatsoever about this. They just keep bringing up terrorism, and also they bring up about the banking systems and trying to dumb down the public all the time. And it is a situation where we have seriously got to expose this. Here is another very recent photograph of chemtrail activity and also strange reflections. Blue skies, and then we see this through the day, and it gets much more thicker as they progress their spraying. Here is the photograph that this kind subscriber later, through the moments of the last photograph, took this image that zoomed in slightly. Now, he states in his email, there's something that's here that's reflecting. You can see a reflection through this of chemtrails. Yes, this is lens flare, but we are noticing something else behind that chemtrail activity. Look again. This object that they cover the soul. Everything is being sprayed. Okay, we've got other fantastic attachments coming through from Chris from New York City, US, and he states that every single day he's seeing this haze in the sky, this white object. We know what it is now, and also those chemtrails. Thousands of feet high, we're seeing dust that's coming in from our atmosphere. It's coming in. These amounts of ash and dust is heading through now. We're seeing the evidence. These objects are very close to our Earth now. There will be a pole shift, and they're still trying to dumb down the public. None of the media and none of the governments and the shadow of the governments as well don't want this to come out. So another fantastic image of what they're doing up there in the skies. After the kind subscriber had taken the images of those chemtrails, moments later he stated that he saw this on the photograph. It just became a haze of trash in the sky. There was a strange reflection here as well. But look at this. The whole sky from blue just become grey and very depressing. It does depress many of us to see this change of all these chemicals that are being sprayed above our heads. Now, they know that they're harming our world. They know it's landing on everything. And still they carry on. Because the only truth of the matter is they are wanting to hide this incoming system. They don't want people to see the huge red iron oxide reflections and also this dust that's coming from our skies. This next photograph is coming in from Mark Anthony. Now this guy as well is from another part of the world. Now he states from the Far East, look at the chemtrails here and also here. To many people they would think this was all normal. Well, we do see the natural cloud, but again look high up across this harp sheet of haze is moving to the right hand side, he stated, and noticed a reflection, something else that was being covered to the northeast. Look again, this illumination of this simulator, this white object in the sky. Everything is being deceived and coated, covered and manipulated. Look at this shadow here as well with this chemtrail. This here as well has stopped, and it would have started again. Everything is changing, it really is. Kathy Phillips from New Mexico sent this photograph in as well and explains, okay, to the northeast there was a huge reflection in the sky. Something else. Look again, you can see this line, and also, I mean, look at all this. This is also a huge cover-up. Look at these, again, this colour. Another piece of evidence is something lighting up to the opposite side. These next attachments are coming in from Mike from New York. Now he states that the skies were far too pink, as we see that there is iron oxide in our atmosphere. Now, he also states as well, he saw the moon and it just looked very bizarre as they just chemtrailed across the area of the moon. You can see these formations, two different colours. We've got a purple haze and this pink reflection as well. This is the next photograph that this kind subscriber Mike has brought in. Look at the colour of the activity. You can see those chems, the reflections, iron oxide, and also with wormwood. Very strong colours. Now, those strange formations, again, are chemtrails that's sprayed in our skies. Ash as well, that's coming down. When the ash starts to come down, they do start heavily chemtrailing to covering the truth. And he states they do spray the area across the moon. The sighting that we see of the celestial known body, the moon, is at night time as well, being chemtrailed. This is the next image. You can just see again, just dark shadows to the left side, and also just all this ash and trash. Can you see the light source here to the right hand side from the Sol? We should be seeing this golden light source just going down. But again, we've got this strange pink reflection in our skies from wormwood. This other colour that's between us and the Sol. Now checking the solar charts, okay, the 3D solar chart. There's nothing that's supposed to be there. It doesn't show anything. Now, we can see the dark skies and the pink reflections now, can't we? And also, we can see that the celestial body, the moon, is far too bright in this image. So more evidence is just showing that there is something strange that's going on. Mike also stated in another email with this photograph that it is so evident now there's something seriously wrong with our skies, showing that there is a huge pink reflection coming from another light source. So it is important that people do try and prep and prepare, as this colour now is coming in strong. Here's another photograph. This was taken from the area of the USA. Look at that strange colour. Now look also at this sunlight reflection. Can you see the haze that we see of the Sol going down in the background there? Now look at the pink reflection on these chems, okay, that's being controlled by HARP. You can see the lines that's being used by those antennas that's pushing this chem cloud closer towards the Sol, but again it's covering a huge shadow. Look behind it. Look at this dark shadow. Something is coming in, and also it is colours from the iron oxide that's above our Earth's atmosphere now. These next attachments are coming in from GB, from Carolina in the USA. I mean, look at these images. He states on his email the skies have completely changed, and how right he is too, as also you can see that white reflection coming through from that simulator, and also look at how low the cloud system is, and it is all just ash and also chemtrails, all of it that you see on this image. And he states also it is getting much darker in the skies. This kind subscriber also pulled up and took this image as well. I mean, again, it's showing that there is a white object up there now. And look at all this. All this is poison. Just to darken our skies as well, to show, okay, that they are covering up the truth. Everything is being covered up. When making his way back home from work, he also noticed that this strange cloud you can see on the screen just moved very close. It moved slowly towards the Sol, and it seemed to have stopped. It was acting as if it was being controlled. Many people are reporting the same thing. It is getting ridiculous, isn't it? We need to show the people around the world that this is what they're doing. Here we have an image that's from Houston, and also, I mean, this kind subscriber, Zana, has also stated this pink reflection, this strong pink haze from the other side as the Sol goes down, and strange formations of rainbows, these high looking images. Now, we saw on the other video from a kind gentleman that took images from back in July of this year, 2017, and there was a pink haze in the sky. Now look, from another part of the world, we're seeing another image of this same pink haze, this strange orange colour that's setting in on the ground. You can see the reflections, very strong now. Here's more images from this kind subscriber as well, and it is just so clear, isn't it, that there is something going on. Look at that reflection. Now, this simulator, okay, is here. Now, we've never seen images like this before, have we? So it's just more proof that something is going on. Look at the state of the skies. Look at the haze and this dark shadow as well. These strange colours. These are just coming now, these images. Just another fantastic photo showing there's something wrong. So let's move on to the next image. Okay, this photograph is coming in from Linda from Africa. Now, she is constantly looking at the sky, she's watching the videos, and she is seeing this white object. Again, you can see this blue lens flare. There's not the red one anymore. Look at this in the sky. Very dark patches, and also chemtrails. They are being hammered as well. All across the world is seeing the same skies. Okay, we've got a video that's come in from Rosanna from Oklahoma. And I'm going to show this as well because I find it very interesting, because you can see how the skies are dim and that white object again. It is so evident that something is going on. Okay, thank you Rosanna for sending this video in. I know it's short, but again, the viewers need to see the truth. As you can see, the white object up there, as they are using that tool to hide in the truth. They're hiding an eclipse. It's happening every day, and we are seeing now changed skies. The skies, everything, the system has changed. Okay, we've got another video that's come in as well by Rosanna, and I'm going to play this for you now. Just showing more evidence of what they're doing every single day. So again, Rosanna, thank you for your kind email, and also showing the truth that Oklahoma is being sprayed right now. Also, Deborah's images again, this true image, and she states in an email, God help us all, because it is far too dark. She knows there is a problem. We all now know there is a huge problem that's out there in our inner solar system. And also, I mean, look again, this colour of this flare, and also you can see chemtrails, ash, thousands of feet high, and this white object. The sun has changed. Now look how bright it is, and then look again on the land, far too dark. Every day we're seeing this from other parts of the world by genuine people that want to show the truth that something has changed. So we've seen the photographs in this video, and we've spoke about the media with those lies, as the weather channels on the TV are not speaking about chemtrails or even these strange reflections, these pink haze on sunrise. We need to keep an eye on that pink haze before the sun rises. Dark shadows as well to the northeast, and we know that the system is out there and it's coming in slowly. We are seeing the changes right now, and they are spraying, and also it is harming everything on our land as they prepare for this, because these celestial bodies have been spoke about by many truthers in the past, and we still need to explain and speak out about this true event, as we hope now that more and more people are becoming aware and awake to the truth. So all of you, please take care, and I will do another video shortly explaining more and more about the truth of what's occurring. From Matt Rogers. Expose the shadow government now for this all the time. So again, please enjoy this video, and I'll play this now. Here's the first image from Deborah from the USA. Now, we catch these images that come through. These are very, very clear shots as well that are very up to date of the skies. Look at the chemtrail activity. Look at all the ash. We are seeing ash in the sky. I said this on other videos, these past videos, and it has to come out to the public. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to try and address the problem, so the general public from all across the world that pays their taxpayers' money, and also the government are taking this to use it for a lot of things, spraying our skies, building underground cities, and also pumping objectivity. I mean, you could see, can't you, this white reflection, not the yellow reflection we see from the past. It is just completely being caked in chemtrails, because they don't want us to see what's coming, and what's coming is coming. So I'm going to go to the next image now. Now these images are coming in from Michael Carpenter from the USA in Tennessee. Now he states as well that the skies are very blue through the day. These images have just come in, and you can see as well this strange formation of chemtrails. It was like a blanket that just moved very strangely across the sky. And I'll now show you the next photograph, what this kind subscriber sent in. Very, very strange. Here is the next image, and we've seen these on other photographs. Now, when we do watch the news media channels, okay, and we watch the weather reports that we've trusted for so many years now, well, very, very strange. Now, I have said this on another video, I do have some footage from the sun from the 1980s, and I will produce this on a video shortly. And I also will build a documentary, because I find it very important to get this truth out. It's going to take some time, so I'm going to take my time at the documentary video. And I'm not here to put the fear of God up anybody. I'm just here to produce the images to show the truth, because we've got to wake up to this. This is very important, because we live on Earth and it's being destroyed, isn't it? Look at this image. I'm going to go to the next image. This photograph as well from the same kind lady sent in. She states as well, for 3 p.m. Look on the land. Look at this reflection as well on this Good evening, welcome back, it's Matt Rogers. Now, it's the 3rd of the 10th, 2017, and we've had hundreds of images being sent in, and I'm going to show you many photographs of still showing the proof that there is something going on. There is far too much activity up in our skies. And again, we all want to know the truth, don't we? So, also as well, there's a lot of false media that's been spread across the world right now to this day, as the powers that be are trying to dumb people down for them to stop looking up at the skies. That media machine that they use all the time, they've been getting away with it for far too long now, haven't they? It is really important to the news media, so we are all being controlled by those huge lies. Every single day they are coming out with different techniques to try and fool the public to not looking up. But many other now people are now starting to notice the changes. Our soul, the sun, has changed. It's become white looking, and also the skies above are too dark. Now, this lady subscriber states as well in her email that through the day it is very, very, very dim, and it's worrying. Many people are starting to look up and they are worried about this. I'm having up to 2,500 emails stating that there is a problem. This is the next photograph again from Deborah. You can see again that ash. Can you see the ash? There's thousands of feet high here on the screen. Look at this area as well.